Welcome to the Solomon Show. Thank you so much for watching. I hope everyone is doing well. On today's panel, we have Gabriel, and we also have your host, Solomon. Now let's get right into it. Welcome to our first installment of Summer Sessions Getaway. This year, we're going to be at Corona del Mar, or the Crown of the Sea. Let's kick things off with the quote of the day. Today's quote of the day is, when you focus on the good gets better. Now it's story time. All right, what's our first story?
Am I right or am I wrong for telling the previous owner of my house that she cannot pick fruit from my tree anymore? You're right. I bought my house last summer and there's a big plum tree in the backyard. A few weeks after moving in, the previous owner messaged me saying her late mother planted it and she asked if she could collect some plums when they were ready. I said sure because I understood the sentimental part. When she came over, she brought her husband, 2 buckets, and a ladder.
Wait, time out. This person is complaining that the previous owner is coming and taking the fruit from the yard. But you set the stage for this. You told them it's okay to come over. So now what are you complaining about? Like, that's why you got to think things through, people. Uh-huh.
They picked nearly every plum that was ripe, including branches hanging over my patio, and left a bunch of broken twigs and fruit on the ground. I barely got any myself. Apparently, her family used those plums to make jam every year for almost 20 years. She contacted me again asking what weekend she can come in this year.
No, you need to say, hey, you guys made a huge mess last time. You didn't clean it up. You can't come over anymore. Please don't come over anymore. If you do, I'm going to have to call the police for trespassing because it's not cool what you guys did. Mm-hmm.
I told her that I planned on keeping the fruit this time since the tree is on my property and I actually want to make something with it. She got pretty upset and said I knew the tree had a meaning to her family. She even offered me a few jars of jam. But that is not really the point. I spend a lot of money from stake fixing up this yard, and I don't want people treating it like it belongs to them.
Then they should have just said that. Why word it the way that you word it? You're trying to play nice, but in a way you're dealing with somebody that feels entitled. You don't live there anymore, yet you want to collect from the property that you sold. This person's clearly entitled. Like, if you care so much about that plum tree, you would have either moved it to where you live now or you wouldn't have sold your house. But you want to have your cake and eat it too. You can't do that. This person should just say with them, hey, I spent a lot of time and money hiring gardener to clean this place and you guys make it a mess. I'm doing you a favor and this is the thank you I get. It's not cool. So don't come over anymore. Simple. But you're playing this I want to be nice, I want to be nice game. Can't do that with people like this. Uh-huh. Is there anything else?
My sister thinks that I should let her take 1 bucket because it's a family tradition and costs me nothing. I feel bad about the connection to her mom, but I also don't think that buying a house means the old owner gets yearly access to whatever they want.
It doesn't make sense. It's like, what? Imagine if this person sells you a house that has a pool, and then they're like, oh, I want to keep coming here using the pool because the house that I have now doesn't have a pool. So I'm going to bring my whole family because we have pool parties year round. So year round, we're going to have pool parties at the house. Does it make any sense? I understand that you want to try to be nice, but the thing is, this person has no manners. If they have manners, it's different. If they come over and they pick the plums, like if it were me doing this, I would make sure that place is spick and span, like even better than when I first went there. You know what I mean? And I'll probably leave them a bucket too, like with a bow on it and a thank you note or something, because like you do nice things for each other. It goes both ways. It's not just me, me, me. So it is not cool. At the same time, too, the person posting it, you need to be clear about your boundaries and you need to put your foot down because people will take advantage of you if not. Unfortunately, nowadays people see kindness as weakness and that's not cool. So, anything else? All right, that's it for this one. Now it's time for another quote of the day. Today's quote of the day is: what is broken can be mended, what hurts can be healed, and no matter how hard it gets, the sun will rise again. Now it's story time. All right, what's our next story?
Am I right or am I wrong for humiliating my ex's new girlfriend in front of our friend group?
Okay, let's see what happens.
22 female. I broke up with my boyfriend, 24 male, about 8 months ago. We decided to mutually call it quits and parted in pretty good terms, which is good because we just so happened to share a friend group.
Uh-oh.
After a rough patch, I decided to start taking a bit more care of myself, eating better, going to the gym, therapy. The shift was pretty evident, both my attitude and the way I look.
Mm-hmm.
My friend said that I look much happier and healthier, and I began gaining confidence little by little.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm a huge nerd. I play D&D weekly. I don't know what that is.
Dungeons and Dragons. I'm assuming it's a traditional board game one. I never played that when I played the video games. But okay.
I have thousands of hours in Stellaris.
I don't know. That's too technical for me.
And, most relevant to the story, I like to cosplay as a hobby.
Okay.
Most of my old cosplay involves characters that don't show their face or body too much.
Wait, time out. You know, back in the day, being a nerd had a negative stereotype to it. But I mean, nowadays it's like, hey, anything goes. Like, just be yourself, live your best life. Who cares what other people think? Life is short. You got to enjoy it. That's what you like. If that what makes you happy, then do it. As long as you're not hurting anybody else or doing anything bad, then go for it. I think that's awesome. And side note, too, I don't know if you guys ever go to Comic Cons or any type of comic conventions, but if you're into this cosplay, I tell parents all the time there are four-digit prizes just for dressing up. So if you're spending the money to make these elaborate costumes, why not get paid for it? You'd be surprised. And a lot of times too, people don't even bother to show up or register. So just do it. You have nothing to lose. If anything, you'll make some new friends that you guys can nerd out together and have more fun. So go for it. What else?
Now they provide some examples. Harnett from Hollow Knight, Mono from Little Nightmares, etc.
Whoa, wait. Hollow Knight, I think that's a little like black creature with like the white face and the horns. It's won a lot of awards. I actually do need to play that game. That's on my list. Uh-huh. And what was the other one?
Mono from Little Nightmares.
Little Nightmares. I've heard the name, but I'm not sure about the characters. Uh-huh.
But since I have been feeling more confident, I decided that for the big con in my city, I would like to try something different.
Okay.
A friend convinced me of going as Viper and Chamber from Valorant.
That I don't know.
So for the past 6 months, we've been pouring most of our free time into the cosplay. 3 weeks ago, I sent a picture of me wearing the cosplay to the group chat, asking for feedback for the final details. My ex immediately DM'd me, asking me to please not wear that cosplay to the con because it,
Why?
because it might make his new girlfriend uncomfortable.
What? No, when you're going to the convention, it's for business. You want to win that prize.
I asked what about it would make her uncomfortable, but she refused to elaborate.
Well, if you're not going to communicate, then hey, that's on you.
I knew he was dating someone new, but I didn't know she was coming with us to the con.
Unless she's dressing up as the same thing, but hey, you should have said something.
I tried to explain to him that this was the work of months and I couldn't just throw it all away because of a girl that I'd never met and felt uncomfortable about it.
Exactly.
In the end, I wore it to the con. It was a huge success.
Yay.
I tried to keep my distance from the larger chunk of our group because my ex and his new girl were with them. But we did spend a good part of the day with them. Throughout the whole thing, the new girl kept making snide comments at me and laughing whenever I got asked to pose for pictures.
Oh
Everyone looked
gosh.
uncomfortable, but nobody said anything. After, le-
Was it really revealing? I'm just curious now. If anybody knows who this character is, comment below. I'm curious now.
After leaving the con to have dinner, though, another friend asks the new girl if she wouldn't like to cosplay as well. Her answer was, "Why would I need more attention from people? I already have a boyfriend and I'm not a slut."
You see, this new girl is trying to cause trouble and take jabs and all this and that kind of stuff. And my thing is, you know, it's very important when you're in a relationship to observe your partner, observe how they treat other people. Okay. This new girlfriend is coming off as a petty princess, and I don't have time for that in my life. Like, you want to give constructive criticism, that's great. You want to encourage people, that's fine, but you don't tear people down. Like, it takes guts to dress up and put yourself out there. Now, I don't know if this is some super revealing thing or not. Personally, I wouldn't wear something like that, and I wouldn't want my god kids or my friends' kids to wear something like that. But if she feels comfortable enough to do it, then sure, go for it. I'd rather you dress and wear something revealing at a comic convention rather than dress and wear something revealing at the mall or on the main streets or something, because then you can give out the wrong idea. But to say, oh, I already have a boyfriend already, what does that have to do with anything? And it's not just getting attention. This is about having fun. You're going dressing up, meeting people. I mean, I don't know if you guys have gone to these conventions before. I mean, I went to one and not really into like anime and all this kind of stuff, but the environment is so friendly and so welcoming. It's just really nice. There's so much love in the room that even if you're not into it, it's just nice to see people treating each other in this way. And yes, they may all be nerds or whatever, but you know what? If nerds can be good to each other and be loving to each other, then that's, guess what? This is something everybody should learn from, because that's what makes life nice, and that's what makes this world a nice place to live in. So take notes from the nerds, because they could teach you a thing or two. This girl over here is not good news for the friend group, and if the boyfriend's not going to wake up and be like, hey, that's not how you treat people, then at least the friends in the group should say something too, because what's going to happen to this friend group? This is just going to be somebody's coming and sour up the whole mood. I don't like it. Uh-huh, continue.
I snapped and told her to stop acting like a pick me, bitch, just because I got attention all day.
Oh wow, good
She
for her.
started to cry immediately.
She started to cry. Girl, you know what? If you can't handle the heat, then get out of the kitchen, because you were throwing the knives first. So whatever to you. Crying for what? So she get more attention. Oh, woe is me. Woe is me. No, you're a poop starter. You got what you deserved. High five, girl. Put her in her place. See? He's laughing too. You know him, right? Right? You want to be saying all these, I already have a boyfriend. She's a slut. You call somebody a slut and you don't expect to get snapped back, whatever. I like this girl. I like this dress up girl. I'll hang with you all day, every day. You're awesome. I'll even dress up with you too. I'm just not wearing anything revealing. Uh,
My ex stepped in, asking me to apologize.
yeah, she called me a slut. You don't think I'm a snapback? I don't think so.
I tell him I'll only do it if she apologizes for the way that she's been acting around me all day. More and more of our friends start to join the screaming match, and it gets so bad that we end up getting kicked out of the restaurant.
Oh wow. You see, this new girlfriend is wonderful. What you see? You see, you play with trash, that's what you get.
It's been 5 days, and my ex is threatening to leave the friend group if I don't apologize.
Good. No, leave.
I honestly don't care if he does, but some of the friends are asking me to do it to stop him from leaving. Should I cave? Am I right or am I wrong?
No, that girl called you a slut. You don't go around calling people slut and not expect to get popped in the mouth. She got popped. That's what she got. And the boyfriend wants you to bow down to this new piece of trash? Hell no. Hell no. You're the what character is she? You're that character. What would that character do? I don't think so. No way.
I don't know which one she is
But
because there's two characters. The friend and her like matching.
well,
They're
either way,
Viper and Chamber from
n-
Valorant.
no, you do not apologize. Do not apologize. That girl called you a slut. If you're gonna apologize and you say, you know what, I apologize for telling you what you were because you don't know me from a can of paint, and you're over here calling me a slut and flaunting in your face that you're with my leftovers. So
Oh, it's not even
yeah.
that.
Oh, can I show him?
Mhm. I don't know if you'll be able to see it.
This is the character. She's fully clothed and she looks pretty cool. I like it. I'll dress up as I'll be your twinsy. You could just give me like a different color hair. But yeah, no, she's covered up. That's not a slut. That girl's probably super insecure. In any case, you know what, girl? Keep doing your thing. Keep dressing up. Keep having fun. Have your best life. You don't need to be around toxic people. So whatever. You got my stamp of approval. You are good to go.
Oh, the
But
other friend is a male.
oh, the other one is. See, I could be him. He has glasses. That's cool. I like that. Yeah, you guys are awesome. I'll be the villain in the game. Who's the villain? I'll be the villain, but yeah, I'll join you guys anytime. You don't need friends like that. I'll go with you. Comment below. I'll go with you. All right, we'll set something up.
Well, I do have something to say.
Yeah,
That
what do
if
you have to
the
say?
group friend is asking her to apologize, even though she doesn't necessarily need to apologize first, then maybe they don't have the best interest for her either. So maybe she doesn't have any business remaining in that friend group.
You know, I think. Look, going with what Gabriel's saying, if it were me, the people that had your back, I would like message them and say, "Can we just have like a sit down?" In my group of friends, I call it, can we have a Spice Girl reunion? That means Solomon needs emergency advice. Let's get together, have a powwow, a ponderosa, if you will. So what we do is we sit down and, bounce ideas back and forth. But I would just sit down with these girls and just say, or girls and guys, and just say, hey, you know what? Like, I really appreciate you guys having my back. Like, I still want to hang out with you guys, but as far as the other ones that are supporting that new piece of trash in the mix, like, I don't want to be around her. If you guys want to hang out and stuff, that's totally cool. But I don't want to be around here anymore, and I don't understand like why this girl's throwing knives at me, putting daggers in my back. But the thing is, I'm gonna step out of the mix because guess what? That girl is gonna start beef with the other people in there. Because if she's that insecure, any female, she's gonna start throwing knives at them. So let them all fight it out. Whatever. I'm gonna stay on the side, look cute, look classy, win my 4-digit prize with Solomon at the next Comic Con. So yeah, whatever. Anything else? That's so fun. You guys keep having fun. I will seriously join you. You let me know. All right, bye. Now it's time for another quote of the day. Today's quote of the day is, don't let someone ruin your peace just because they can't find it. Now it's story time. All right, what's the next story?
My best friend's girlfriend and my girlfriend hate each other.
Okay, hold on. My best friend's girl. Okay, so we're best friends. I have a girlfriend. You have a girlfriend, and they hate each other. Ooh. Wait, is this a continuation from the last one? Okay, let's see.
My best friend, let's call him Paul, 25, and I, 26 male, have been inseparable for 15 years. We've basically been brothers since middle school. We lived together for 6 years. For years now, it's been a dream of ours that one day we would both find wives, go on all these fun double dates, and eventually co-join families.
Really, guys talk like this? I always thought girls talk like this. I never heard guys talk like this, but go, these guys. Yay! I'm glad to hear that men can take their relationship seriously too.
Since neither of us have brothers.
Oh, that's nice. I hope they stay friends. Oh my gosh.
Now it feels like everything is falling apart and more is starting to go with it. Paul's girlfriend, 23, is pretty quiet. They've been together for about 5 years. I know her well since she was around constantly, so I practically lived with her too. She's like a sister to me. Although, I'll admit, her immaturity can be frustrating sometimes. On the other side, I've been with my girlfriend, 26 female, for 3 years. She's much more social, but she can also be pretty sensitive. Keep in mind, I'm trying to remain unbiased. When we first started dating, I really wanted the two of them to get along, but it completely backfired. Now it feels like they despised each other. My girlfriend tries to be friendly and social, but Paul's girlfriend is so quiet and shy that she comes across as rude. It's gotten to the point where my girlfriend hates being around her so much that she doesn't even want to spend time with her anymore. So now, every time that Paul asks if I want to go on a double date, I have to awkwardly say no. Because my girlfriend cannot stand being around his. I understand why she feels this way, and I don't think it's unreasonable, but now it's starting to affect my friendship with Paul. Now, there's another layer to it.
Wait, I need a timeout. Look, you guys are pretty much brothers. You don't have brothers. You guys are brothers in life. That needs to come first and foremost. I know there's that saying, bros before hoes. I've heard that. You guys need to stick with that. I wonder if you guys have taken the approach in telling your girlfriends, your own girlfriend, hey, this is my brother, this is their person. I need you guys to get along. Like, I really need you to get along because if not, then we're going to take things to the next step, which is going to be fine. Then my brother and I, we're just going to hang out on our own and not include you guys. And that includes vacations, trips, da 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 da. So if you can't get along, then that's how it's going to be. So I don't know what you guys need to do. You need to hash it out, get Solomon to be the mediator when he has his live sessions. You guys can do that. He will mediate your guys' thing. But yeah, that's not good. Hmm.
My girlfriend and I have our own company, and Paul has his own business too. Paul's business is now a client of ours. My girlfriend is great at event planning, influencer marketing, and brand relations. She's done it professionally for 5 years at major companies before starting our business with me. But now Paul's girlfriend has basically forced herself into the event planning for Paul's businesses. Even though my girlfriend has already secured 15 brand sponsorships and has built a huge guest list, Paul's girlfriend has started emailing brands herself, giving excessive design input and trying to influence Paul's approvals and decisions. And if you know anything about marketing, or honestly just about professionalism, double emailing a brand for sponsorship makes you look unorganized and
Unorganized, yeah,
uncoordinated.
for sure.
So her just going and doing that is dumb.
Hmm.
It almost feels like it's coming from jealousy. What it feels like is Paul was really impressed with what my girlfriend was doing, and his girlfriend suddenly wanted to prove that she could do it too.
Yeah.
Since she doesn't work and is basically a stay at home girlfriend, she has unlimited time to involve herself. I did not know what to do. It's starting to bother me, but I don't want to make anything awkward or create drama.
Hmm.
At the same time, I can feel myself starting to resent Paul's girlfriend too, and I hate that. I'm even considering pulling our company out of working with Paul because I don't want this dynamic to ruin our friendship. Paul is my brother and I don't want to lose them or let any of this get in the way.
Yeah, time out. I need to think about that for a second. Cause yeah, I think the best solution may be to just separate the companies and whatnot. Just find some kind of polite excuse to separate it. I don't think talking to him about the girlfriend overstepping the bounds is gonna do anything because she's already super sensitive and it's just gonna make things worse. I would just come up with some kind of reason that you have to pull away. Like, oh, we have too many accounts now. Da, da, we got to kind of separate. Da, 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 da. It's just getting too overwhelming. I kind of want to slow it down, have more work life balance, something like that, and just find a way to cut the ties. Just keep the business and the friendship separate because it's going to get messy, especially if your girlfriend already isn't getting along with her girlfriend. It's putting two wildcats in the box. Huh. Okay.
But I know he can be defensive of his girlfriend. What
You
should I do?
see? Yeah, no. Just do what I said. Just split it. Don't mix the business and the friendship, business and family. It can get ugly. It's already getting ugly. It's gonna blow up. Like I said a million times, you cannot have everything in life. So you have to find balance and save what you can hold on your plate. Otherwise the whole thing's gonna collapse. So that's my advice to you. Anything else? All right, that's it for this one. Good luck, you guys. Keep us posted. Now it's time for Solomon's Words of Wisdom, Summer Sessions Edition. Hi, everybody. So, for today's Words of Wisdom, I wanted to talk to you about you hear all the time that saying that you never know what somebody's going through, so be kind because you just never know. Well, today is a perfect example of just that. So, the other day, I was in an office and there was an older lady. She's a very sweet lady. I've talked to her numerous times throughout the years. She's more or less my mom's age and now more or less her son's age. And I know that her son lives far away, so he's not really in the picture. But, I've always been more than happy to be there for her in her life. She's been like a second mom to me. So we've gotten very close through the years. So the other day, I happened to see her out of the corner of my eye, and I said hi to her. How are you doing? And we usually have this thing where we say, "Oh, I gotta have a little chit chat with you," and she goes, "I gotta have a chit chat with you too." So I'm like, okay. But this time, this week, when I told her that, she goes, "Yeah, I need to have a chit chat with you," but I can tell her demeanor, her facial expression. She just didn't have that light in her when we saw each other. So I already kind of suspected something was a little bit off. And I just asked her, "Oh, how are you doing? Are you staying hydrated in the heat and everything? Staying cool?" And that's when I can kind of notice like something was really wrong. So I told her, "Hey, when you have time, swing on by. Let's catch up. Let's talk." So she comes over, and we're kind of in an isolated, discreet area, so we can have some privacy. And I was asking her like, "What is everything okay? What's going on?" And I knew there was somebody that wanted to talk to me, but I kind of like motioned to them like, "No, no, 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 no. Like I'm with this person right now." So, anyways, she was telling me that unfortunately her son had passed away. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry." And this is a very strong woman. Like, I really respect her. She's very little, she's very short, and she seems very harmless, whatnot. But this woman is a fighter. Like, she is so awesome. Like, she is a super mom. Her husband has a lot of health problems, so she literally spends 24/7, 7 days a week, taking care of him, whether it's doctor's appointments, physical therapies, all this stuff. And she's on top of it, managing the finances, managing the household, taking care of the kids, doing everything she needs to do as a superwoman, super wife, right? So come to find out her son had passed. And I'm not going to get into details, but It was a horrible tragedy. He was more or less robbed and left for dead, and unfortunately ended up dying. And I could tell she was holding back tears. She was trying not to cry, to keep it together. And I told her, I said, I understand how you are because I'm that way too. Like, I'm always looking after people, caring for them and stuff. But you have to find a middle ground within yourself because we're not God. We can't do everything. There's only so much we can do. We try our best to help people, and that's all we can do. But we can't do it all. We can't carry everybody. So I don't want you to look back with regret or guilt or anything like that because you have your hands tied with your husband. And yeah, you try to help your son and stuff, but like, you can't do it all. So I want you to think about it like that, okay? And I told her, not many people, very few people in this world will take care of your family the way that you did. And I want you to understand that. I want you to acknowledge that. And I want you to give yourself credit for that. She even told me too that her sister is like, I don't know why you would do that for your husband. I would just put him in a home and stuff and let them deal with him and stuff because I need to live my life. And I told her, you're very unselfish, and that is an amazing quality. I said, so don't feel guilty, okay? There's only so much you can do. And I told her, I said, if you need help, if you need anything, I'm always here for you, okay? Like, I don't want you to feel like you're going through this alone. If you need anything, you know where to find me. You have my phone number. Reach out to me. I'm here for you. And I can tell, like, it meant a lot to her because I was being genuine about it. So I said, I know you got to go pick up your husband now. So, just do what you can and hang in there. And so she said, bye. I said, I'll see you later, but don't hesitate to reach out to me if you need help. So as she was leaving, the girl that had wanted to speak to me, she stops the old lady and she goes, wow, you must have been talking to him about something important, huh? Because you were talking to him for a long time, making me wait. Guys, like I started off this conversation, you never know what somebody is going through. This woman went through a horrible, tragic event with her son more or less being killed. And then you have the nerve to say something like this to her. Obviously, you see people speaking in private as something important, but why would you make such an insensitive comment? And even if you don't know what we're talking about, be kind to one another. Like, who says something like that to somebody in general? It's horrible. We shouldn't be talking this way to each other. We need to do better, and we need to be better. So, guys, look, show some mercy, show some grace, show some love. Show some kindness to people because you never know. When life gives you a hard blow, you're going to need people there for you too. So it's important for us to be there for each other. Just keep that in mind and carry that with you. You don't know what people are going through, so just be nice. If you want to, you see somebody crying, ask them, hey, are you okay? Is everything all right? Check up on each other. You know what I mean? It's important because life is hard. We don't have to go through it alone. There's how many million people in the world? Help each other. You'll feel a lot better about yourself. So, you guys take care. And I'm sorry this is a sad one, but I just want to bring it to your attention. We really need to be kind to one another, okay? Let's do better. I'll see you guys next week. That's it for this episode. Thank you so much for all your love and support. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget to always be kind to one another. Take care.